All right, today's video is how to use our slab roller. Before you come over to the slab roller, you want to have your clay already patted down into a pancake, I guess about a ½ an inch or 3/4 of an inch. You don't want to pat it all the way down. You want this slab roller to do the flattening for you. But if you bring over a giant clump and you try to roll it through like this, it's not going to work, and it's going to really it's going to feel really hard to get this thing going. All right, so some things to know about the slab roller. This tool is going to make your life much easier because what it's going to do is give you a mechanism to roll your your clay through, and that is going to make a nice, even, very consistent, flat piece of clay. For slabs, I like to roll mine out at 3/8 of an inch and as small as 1/4 of an inch. When you come over, what you'll be able to see is that on both sides of this, there's a little arrow, and it's pointing to what is going to become the depth of your artwork, your slab. Now, what I do is I put it between 1/4 of an inch and 3/8 of an inch sometimes, or I go all the way to 3/8 of an inch. For me, it's different than what most people will tell you. They may say 1/4 of an inch. 1/4 of an inch seems to be a little too thin, in my opinion. And so I think a little more thickness is going to make a difference. If you come over here right now and you're ready to roll your slab, it's at the perfect it's a perfect height or thickness for your slab, so you're ready to go. Notice I have 2 pieces of canvas. It is critical that your clay is in between the canvas, otherwise it's going to end up on the roller here, and it takes a whole lot of time to get your clay off of the roller if you don't use canvas. All right, I put my clay flattened out to about a ½ an inch or so at near the front of the canvas. So if you can see, on one side I have just a little bit of canvas and a whole lot of canvas on the other side. Now I'm ready to go ahead and spin this lever, and it's going to roll out my clay beautifully for me. Now for what I'm making, this is perfect. One thing that you'll notice that is on here, there's a lot of texture. Some ceramic artists will tell you that that texture is just fine. I prefer to teach my students to smooth out that texture before they do anything else. So you'll take this to your seat and you'll get a rib tool, and you're going to run that across both the top and the bottom of your slab. And what you're doing is rolling out or smoothing out that extra canvas texture. Some people may say that that texture is good. I prefer not to have that on there. I find it distracting. So it's important for you to learn that right from the beginning. Now I'm going to flip it over gently, and I'm going to do the same thing to this side. It doesn't look like my slab is very consistent. I'm going to go ahead and roll it through one more time just to make sure. I'm not sure why it rolled through kind of inconsistent, so I'm going to give it another roll. I'm going to go back through the other direction. Doesn't matter what direction you're going in. Oh, that feels much better. And now I'm just going to smooth that out. I do not want that texture. And then when I get to my seat, I am ready to begin with cutting out using my templates. And if it feels bumpy to you, you can always just go over it real slowly with your rib tool. Some people like to spray a little water on here. I don't. You don't want this slab to be any more wet than it already is. Now, if you have really dry clay, then that wouldn't matter. All right, so now my slab is ready for my template. So again, you want to make sure you have your clay between 2 pieces of canvas. You want to have a rib tool ready to take to your desk. And again, make sure that you check the 2 edges to see that the depth is proper.